show where the kids are actually the teachers. So let's meet our first set of contestants. Hey, Mr. Nelson, could you introduce them to us, please?
Bishop Reed, let's start the show off with a great group of contestants. Our first contestant for this round is Zachary Jacobson. Zach loves math in school. On TV, he loves watching Pokemon. For sports, his favorites are hockey, basketball, and golf, and his favorite movie is The Mighty Ducks. And our second contestant is Joseph Leal. Joe loves playing flag football in school. His favorite subject is math, and his favorite show on TV is Hunter Street. And our third contestant is Molly Vanna. Molly's favorite subject in school is math. For sports, she loves soccer and swimming. On TV, she likes watching Liv and Maddie, and one of her favorite movies is Trolls. And those are our three contestants for this round of WOW, the Catholic TV Challenge.
I love that part of the show because we get to meet wonderful people like the three of you. Zach, Joe, Molly, great to have you with us. Molly, love the dimples. That's great. Joe, you're looking great right there in the center. You're this kind of the foundation of round one. And Zach, how are you feeling about this? Are you relaxed? Are you nervous? What's your attitude?
I'm relaxed.
You're relaxed. You look it. Yeah. Hanging loose. Well, listen, I have to tell you, we have a few rules around here. You're used to rules, right?
Yeah.
But just a limited number of rules. It's not that bad. All you have to do is keep your hands by your side, right? And I get to ask the question, and you get to answer it, preferably correctly, if possible. But listen to the whole question, and when I'm done, if you think you know the answer, hit the button in front of you. Simple as that. All right? Fine. So, now what we need here, at the beginning of every show, we need, we call it a what about. Like, what about this? What about that? It's the theme of the show. It's the thing that we're going to be talking about. And I can't think of a better person than my old friend Kayla to tell us what today's what about is. Hey, Kayla, what is today's what about anyway?
Bishop Reed, today's what about is Consecrated Life.
Consecrated Life! We're going to learn about Consecrated Life today because we have some great teachers. As I said to you earlier, on WOW, the kids are the teachers. And so, Zach, Joe, Malls, if you are ready, are you ready?
Yes.
Studio audience, are you ready?
Yeah!
Well, then we're going to set the WOW watch. And I have the first question for the three of you. Hands by your side, please. What's the word that indicates a special gift of or feature of a religious community? A special gift or feature of a religious community. Oh! A charism. A charism. Okay, big deal. I got plenty of questions. So here's another one for you. Molly, Joe, Zach, who are the men and women who are known as the Order of Preachers? Joseph.
The Dominicans.
That's correct! See? We've learned something already. How about this one? Molly, Zachary, Joseph. What do we call a priest or brother who belongs to the Society of Jesus? The Society of Jesus. Joe.
A Jesuit.
That's correct! I like that because I was trained by the Jesuits. I went to the Gregorian University, and so I like the fact that you knew that. All right, we're talking about today's What About is Consecrated Life, and I have another question for you, Malls, Joe, Zach. St. John Bosco was what religious order? Joe.
The Salesians.
That's correct! Yes. St. John Bosco. It was a Salesian. A Salesian. All right. Here's another one, and this is kind of an easy one because the get-up gives it away. Let me just put it that way. St. Francis of Assisi began what group? Joe.
The Franciscans.
That's correct! Because whenever you see, you know, a religious brother or priest who's dressed in a brown habit with a cowl, you know, a hood, you think of St. Francis, and they're the Franciscans. Speaking of the Franciscans, who was the friend of St. Francis that began a religious order for women?
St. Clair.
That's correct! And you want to know know something cool? St. Clair was the patron saint of television. How do you like that? Because she had a vision once, when she was sick, she had a vision of the Holy Eucharist on her wall. It was almost like a TV screen. That's a true story. And this was a long time ago. All right, what's the most important thing that men and women religious do together? Prayer is right. Very important for all of us, by the way. It's good to talk and listen to God, who is always with us. Jesus promised that. All right, we're talking about consecrated life. What are the 3 vows that religious take? Joe?
Poverty, obedience, and chastity.
That's correct! I am sweating. That was so exciting. And you know, that sound indicates that we're all out of time in round 1. And I want to thank Molly and Zachary and Joseph as well, and congratulate Joe in the middle for winning the first round. Do you know what? It was wonderful having you all 3, and it's great having you with us too. Don't go away. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.
You have just seen our first group of contestants, and here's your first round winner. Coming up, our next 3 contestants will vie for the 2nd spot in the final challenge when Wow, the Catholic TV Challenge continues.
Because we have 3 new contestants. Mr. Nelson, who are they?
More great contestants to tell you about. Fit Bishop Reed. Our first contestant for this round is Louis Ramey. Louis loves playing baseball. In school, his favorite subject is religion. On TV, he likes watching Tom and Jerry, and one of his favorite movies is Boss Baby. Our second contestant is Laura Bennett. Laura's favorite subject in school is spelling, and one of her favorite things to do is dance. And our third contestant is Michael Lalo. Michael's favorite sport is football. For movies, his favorite is Star Wars: The Force Awakens. In school, his favorite subject is science, and on TV, he enjoys watching Henry Danger. And those are our 3 contestants for this round of Wow, the Catholic TV Challenge.
Very, very, very good. Michael, may I call you Michael? No nicknames, right? Just Michael. Straight as it is, as it says right on your podium. Laura, how's it feel to be between these 2 gentlemen?
Good.
You're good. You're good. You're good. You're well protected.
Yes.
Let's just put it that way. And Louis, great to meet you. So happy to have you on Wow, the Catholic TV Challenge. May I go over the rules with you and Laura and Michael just for a moment? Just keep your hands by your side. Let me ask the questions, because that's the little job they give me. Your job is far more important. You get to answer them, preferably correctly, if you can. But it's no big deal if you don't, because I got plenty of questions here. And if you don't get it right, we'll just move on. Sound like a plan?
Yes.
Keep your hands by your side. Listen to the whole question. If you think you know the answer, hit the red button in front of you. Those are the rules, once again. And we have, for you, to support you, a fantastic studio audience today. Are you ready, audience?
Yes!
As well as I hope you are ready out there in TV land, because we're going to set the Wow Watch. And I have the first question here. Speaking about the vows that those who live religious life take, what's the one that means you own no money or property? Louis.
Poverty.
Exactly. The vow of poverty. Okay, hands by your side, and listen to this next one here. To whom must a man or woman in consecrated life be obedient? Michael.
The superior.
That's correct. So there would always be a superior in a particular community, and you take a vow of obedience to whoever is your legitimate authority at that time. Here's another one. Which of the 3 vows is something to which all Christians are called? Oh, chastity. We're all called to live a chaste life. Exactly. Poverty, chastity, and obedience. Now, today's Wudabouts is consecrated life. And so, what is a consecrated man or woman who lives apart from the community? One more time.
Hermit.
That's correct. Not to be confused with one of those little cookies, which is also called a hermit. But a hermit, here's one. A hermit lives where? Louis.
A hermitage.
That's correct. A hermit lives in a hermitage. Makes sense, doesn't it? Okay. Monks. What about monks? Where do they live and work?
Monastery.
Correct. I told you the kids were going to teach us a lot. So, hermits live in hermitages, monks live in monasteries. Here's one for the three of you. Michael, Laura, and Louie. What do we call men and women who follow the rule of St. Benedict? Laura? Benedictines. The Benedictines. No problem. I got plenty more questions where that came from. Okay. This is one near and dear to my heart. What do we call a priest, or bishop, who doesn't belong to a religious order of men? Louis.
A deacon?
Oh, no. But it does begin with D. A diocesan priest. So I'm a diocesan priest, a diocesan bishop. I don't belong to a religious community. I don't live consecrated life. And I also know that the time's up on our rounds. Michael, Laura, Louie, great to have you as our second set of contestants. Congratulations, Louie, for winning. Once again, we're going to take a quick break, but don't go away. You can go get a glass of water or something, but we'll be right back after this.
We have our second contestant for the final round, and we have 3 more contestants ready to play for the final spot in the final challenge. Stay with us as Wow, the Catholic TV Challenge continues in just a moment.
This is round 3. We have 3 new contestants. Mr. Nelson, who are they, please?
Bishop Reed, it's time to announce another excellent group of contestants. Our first contestant for this round is Sophia Cristo. Sophia's favorite subject in school is reading. On TV, she loves watching Teen Titans Go. In the movies, one of her favorites is sing, and for sports, she loves cheerleading. Our second contestant is Pierce Rowe. Pierce loves math in school. One of his favorite movies is Sing. On TV, he loves watching Teen Titan Go as well. And one of his favorite sports is basketball. Our third contestant is Elena Lociato. Elena's favorite sports are basketball and soccer. In school, she loves math, and on TV, she loves watching Full House. And those are our 3 contestants for this round of Wow, the Catholic TV Challenge.
Very, very good. Hey, you guys have a lot in common. You really do. And one of the things you have in common, Sophia, Pierce, and Elena, is that you are, in fact, the third set of contestants on today's edition of Wow, the Catholic TV Challenge. May I just explain to you the very simple rules? Keep your hands by your side. Let me ask the questions. That's why I get paid the big bucks around here. But, more importantly, you get to answer them, if possible, correctly. If you think you know the answer, once I'm done with the question, hit the red button in front of you, and we'll go on from there, I should say. Very good? Very good. All right. Simple as that. We have the most phantasmagorical studio audience today. Are you ready? Yeah. You don't sound it. Yeah. That's more like it. Let's set the wild watch. I have the first question for the 3 of you. What's this? Today's, by the way, today's Wudabout is Consecrated Life. So those who live the consecrated life, what do you call the specific clothing that they wear? Habits. That's correct. And not a bad habit, a good habit. All right, here's one for the 3 of you, Elena, Pierce, and Sophia. The primary charism of the Jesuits is what? The Jesuits, what do? Primarily, the Jesuits. Pierce? You know, you're close. They teach. They teach. I'm sorry. But you were close. I mean, they do preach sometimes. But their primary charism is to teach. No problem. I've got more. Here we go. Sophia, Pierce, Elena. What's the primary charism of the Dominicans? The Dominicans That time it was right. All right, we're speaking about men and women who live the consecrated life, and St. Julie Billiard established which religious order for women? St. Julie Billiard.
The Sisters of Notre Dame.
That's correct. And the pastoral associate, Sister Roberta, at my parish would be very happy to know that you got that one right, because she is a sister of Notre Dame. All right, here's a difficult one for you. The special vow that commits a man or woman religious to live in the same place for the rest of their life. To live in the same place. The vow of...
Propices?
No, stability. So in other words, they remain stable. No problem, no problem. Because I have another question, but I don't need it. Because we're out of time. Hey, great having the three of you. Thank you so much. These are difficult questions, I want you to know. And I also want to congratulate Pierce in the center for winning the third round. And you know what, Pierce? We're going to bring you back in a moment, right after this little break, and the winners of the first two rounds for the final challenge. Stay with us.
The group for the final challenge has been decided. We have our three contestants. Which one of these three will be today's Catholic TV Challenge winner? Find out in just a minute.
Challenge. We brought back the three guys that won the first three rounds. Joe, Pearson, Louie, you're right here. You know the rules. I don't have to go over those with you, right? And studio audience, you know how to scream, right? Yeah! Clearly. So, without further ado, to see who's going to win the show today, let's set the Wow Watch. And of course, today our Wudabout is Consecrated Life. And so, gentlemen, I have the first question for you. Men and women religious remain celibate. What does that mean, celibate? Celibacy. They don't what? Louis? That's correct. They remain celibate for the sake of the kingdom. You know what? My questions are too easy. Let's turn it over to that vindicator of virtue, that guardian of grace, that champion of the church, the curator of Catholicism himself, the very hero of holiness. Captain Wowzer, the Super Challenge Man, do you have a Super Challenge question for these three guys?
Okay, Bishop Reed. Okay, boys and girls. Here is a Super Challenge. What term do we use for the call from God to religious life?
Louis?
Consecrated life?
Ooh, no, a vocation. A vocation. Coming from the Latin vocare, meaning to call. It's the call to a certain way of life. All right, from what religious order of men do we get the name for a coffee drink cappuccino? Louis?
The cappuccino.
That's correct. The Capuchins, the Capuchins. Cardinal Sean O'Malley is a Capuchin, hence cappuccino. All right, let's go back once again to Captain Wowzer, that vindicator of virtue, that curator of Catholicism himself. Captain Wowzer, how about another Super Challenge for these guys?
All right, Bishop Reed, here we go, boys and girls. Here is a Super Challenge. What prayer do men and women religious offer throughout the day?
Liturgy of the Hours.
That's correct. I say that too, all throughout the day. Okay, here's one from me to you guys. What group of religious men take a vow to undertake any mission that they are sent on by the Pope? Any mission that the Pope gives them, they take. They are the...
Salesians?
No, the Jesuits, but that's all right, because we still learned something, didn't we? Here's another one for you. What do we sometimes call women religious? Louis?
Sister? Or nun?
Nuns, that's it!
Nun.
All right, let's go back to Captain Wowzer, that vindicator of virtue, the guardian of grace, the champion of the church, the curator of Catholicism. Captain Walser, one more super challenge for these guys.
Okay, Bishop Reed. Okay, boys and girls. Here is a super challenge. Who cares for a religious man or woman when they become sick or old?
Louis.
A priest.
No. Actually, we're looking for their own community. Their own community. Okay, here's a fun one for... We're out of time. I can't believe it. You know, Louis, I think that helped you to win because you are today's winner. Congratulations. Hey, thanks to Joe and Pierce and Louis and all of our great contestants today. Hey, Mr. Nelson, do you have a prize for today's television champion?
Bishop Reed, the winner of WOW, the Catholic TV Challenge, receives a new Roku streaming stick. Find your favorite on-demand movies and TV shows by gliding through screens, flying through channels, and finding what you want to watch instantly. The Roku interface never stands between you and your entertainment. Before you know it, you'll be off in streaming wonderland. Get all the photos, songs, and videos you keep on your phone instantly on your TV with the free Roku app for iOS and Android. And best of all, watch WOW and Catholic TV live and on demand with Roku.
That is the best part. You can watch WOW on Roku on the Catholic TV channel. Thanks to all of our contestants on today's show. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bishop Reed. May God bless you always, and we'll see you next time on another edition of WOW, the Catholic TV Challenge.